Hi and welcome to another edition of This Woman Can. As ever, I am your host, Janice Sutherland, and it is my mission to educate and equip ambitious women just like you to excel in their careers and become impactful leaders, creating more wins in their life. Now, we can't escape it. We have seen the headlines. The pandemic and economic downturn has driven women out of the workforce at alarming rates. Those women who remain continue to face increasing pressures and challenges as they pick up the emotional burden both at home and the office. Research among 300 C-suite and VP level women at the top of their companies and industries found that 30% of them said the pandemic is knocking them off their professional career course. 24% were planning on leaving their companies sooner due to the company's response to the pandemic. Now, this loss of talented women from leadership has an almost rippling and cascading effect on the women who remain and pose significant threat to gender equality initiatives. After all, which in turn has serious implications for organisations as women reconsider their commitment to leadership within their organisation, their current organisation. The women who remain are taking on an overwhelming amount of additional responsibilities on top of their already full plates, putting them at increased risk of burnout. But whatever category resonates with you, whether you're staying in your career or leaving your career, the outcome is that many women, maybe you have included, have started questioning whether they want to or are able to continue on their current career paths, but just can't figure out the questions or the answers to the questions they have as, what do I do now? Is this it? How can I possibly change now? I have spent so many years building my career. All of these questions lead to a level of inertia, and trust me, I know. Being stuck in my career was one of the most difficult periods of my own life. On the surface, I had a great job, a well-known company. I'd done what had been expected of me. I'd been promoted several times. I had achieved a C-suite job. I was traveling with work and I had great prospects all ahead of me, still ahead of me. Inside, however, I was deeply unfulfilled. I wasn't enjoying my work. I felt like I wasn't using my full potential, and I longed to wake up feeling like my work was making a difference to someone or something. Yet, I didn't have a clue what that was or what else I could do. And wanting a career change can be such a taboo subject. We can't muster the courage to openly admit that we don't want to keep doing what we're doing. We're frustrated and embarrassed that what we decided to do 10, 20 years ago to pursue in our careers isn't what we want to pursue now. But if I'm really honest, I was scared. No, let's correct that. I was petrified. I experienced a whole new level of fear, but realised that it was okay. Any big change in life is usually accompanied by an element of fear. Even changing jobs in the same field or company can seem daunting. But that's no reason to remain stuck in a job you dislike but feel like you can't leave. Deciding to pivot in your career is a major life change that's likely to come with some roadblocks and fears. So let's explore a few possible reasons you may be feeling afraid. Fear of failure. It's a scary thought to imagine moving into a new career only to find that you're no good at it. Perhaps you're worried that you won't be able to learn quickly enough, or that you won't have the competency to fulfill the responsibilities of your new role. Remember that feeling out of your comfort zone in any new position is often part of the process while you find your way and you find your feet. Fear of what others think. You may be worried about what other people around you may think if you change your career after already working in it for a number of years. What will your friends and family say about your decision? Will they be concerned or will they disapprove? Will future employers and colleagues think strangely of your choice to pursue a new career? But right now is the right time to do it because people know what's happening with the pandemic. There's fear of losing progress. Maybe you worry of letting go of everything you've worked so hard for in your current career. You're likely to have racked up some invaluable experience, established meaningful and beneficial relationships, and even climbed some way up the ladder in your current sector. It obviously makes sense that you wouldn't want to lose this progress. Fear of making the wrong choice. That's another common fear. Another common fear of career change is that of regret and making the wrong choice. Perhaps you're afraid of taking the leap and realizing that you don't like it and miss your previous path, or you're scared that you aren't making the right career change and will want to do something late, want to later do something else. Let me get those words out. Then there's fear of success. Yes, fear of success. Successful change and fruitful growth inevitably requires us to become someone different from who we already are. Usually that difference is that you've become more confident, more capable, more knowledgeable, more assured, more resourceful, and more independent. But stepping into this more powerful version of yourself often comes with consequences that you're right to be afraid of. The external consequences could be that those around you, the ones who are used to you playing small, people-pleasing and going with the flow, are surprised or even offended by the new version of you suddenly taking charge of your happiness and your life. And the internal consequences, what you feel inside, can be equally painful. Shedding the persona associated with your old job and finding a way to redefine yourself can feel like a full-blown identity crisis. It's confronting and comfortable to observe how much control you have of your own career and life once you start taking action. So, how to overcome your career change fears? Let's talk about that. If you need to make a change in your career but are afraid to take the leap, let me share with some steps you can help to overcome those fears. First, I want you to accept that fear is normal. It is a normal way, what you're feeling is normal. Fearing change is a normal part of people's physiological behavior. It's only natural that your reservations and you feel anxious about the uncertainty of leaving what you already know. And although all of your fears are likely valid and reasonable, it is unlikely that they cannot be overcome, and a plan to surmount them can be made. The first step is to acknowledge each of your fears. Explore the fear. Take some time to reflect on each of your concerns around changing careers. Understanding why you're scared will make it easier for you to address your doubts and explore each of your fears in more detail by asking yourself questions about the risks involved. What are the worst case scenarios? What can you do to lower the potential risk, and consider what problems you may face along the way. Then I want you to raise your self-awareness. Self-awareness is crucial for a successful career change. The more you know about your true self, what drives you, and what you want out of your career, the more courage and motivation you will have to pursue that alignment in your professional life. By building your self-awareness, you will have an absolutely clear vision on what resonates with your inner self and might feel brave enough to take a risk and pursue your passion. But I get it. It can sometimes feel like there's no way out of your predicament, but trust me, you have options. By taking ownership of what's next for you, you're in the driver's seat, which means that you're fully responsible for your successes and your lessons. And if you know you're ready for a career change, but you need some support along the way, contact me, message me, info@janicesutherland.com, or visit my website, janicesutherland.com, to explore the ways I can support you on this new career journey. And as always, remember, if I can, you can, this woman can. Take care until next time.